Okay, this is our brooder setup for the chicks today. This is the water. It's shallow enough they can't fall in and drown themselves. Over here is the feeder. Now the water, I dipped their beaks in when I first took them out of the incubator and put them in here so they know where it is. And the feeder, one of them sort of found, and once that one found, the other ones will find it. Here's the heat lamp. It uses a ceramic bulb, and it doesn't give off light, so it doesn't disturb their sleep. Although I have newspaper in the bottom, some places warn that they may slip on the newspaper. I've never had it happen, but still where they're resting over here, I have a towel so they can have better traction. Right there you see a thermometer, which is important. They started out at 99 degrees, so you can't just suddenly go down to 70 or something like that. That'll kill them. You can lower the temperature maybe about 5 degrees a week. This right here has been on 93. Humidity is 10%, but I don't really keep track of the humidity. It just happens to be on the sensor. They've already made their first poops there, and that means wash for the towel. What fun. And they're all hanging out together to keep each other warm and keep each other company, and they're talking to each other and being cute chicks. Sometimes it's hard to focus in because the camera starts focusing on the wire. Let's see if I can go through the wire, maybe up a couple. There you go. So these are the white-faced black Spanish, and the chicks look black with like a little yellow underneath. So there's our 3 early chicks. I did some research to double check, and it is true that if they've been at a high heat, like over, what did they say, like 80 degrees, before they're put in the incubator, they may develop a little bit, which would take time off of their time they have to incubate. Of course, if it's for too much or too long, then they just die. But if it's for like a day, then they just, when the heat goes down, they go into sort of suspended animation. And it could have been when they were shipping over that they got overly hot, or maybe back where they were picked up. Maybe a chicken was sitting on them or something. Who knows? Mysteries. Okay, now I showed you that they pooped already, but we're going to show you what they do when they're in the shell for the poop. So over here there are 3 empty shells. And I just wanted to point out here on this one, there we go, right here, see this white thing right here? This is actually the Atlantis, where they pooped into that when they were in the shell. As they absorbed the yolk and processed it, there were certain materials that build up in their bodies. It's not like they're eating and it's going through the digestive system, but there are materials that go in that come out, and waste materials. And those waste materials are right there, and they're left behind when they come out of the egg. You do see the blood vessels and things that were in the membrane. And here's some more. If this is a fresh one, and you might see in the earlier videos that there was a place they were attached. And on them, it's almost like a belly button. It's just where they were attached to the yolk and where they reabsorbed the yolk. So these are their uteruses, except they're eggs. But they act the same way. They protect them. Little special area where they're safe and protected until they hatch out. Okay, so that is our setup. Later on, to cool things down, we'll be putting this lamp on this lamp holder here. It's like the ones we have in the animal lab. And we'll hook it when we have to raise it up. Because of course, as the weeks go by, they need it cooler and cooler. So each week we raise up the lamp a little to make it cooler inside. And when it gets to be like outside temperature and inside, and they develop their first feathers, then they'll go out to our coop outside, our chicken coop that we have out there. I have a coop inside the coop just for the little baby chicks. And so once they get enough feathers to keep them warm at night, then they'll go out there, but they'll stay separate from the other chickens because the other chickens will kill them if they see them. It's a big problem. Like I had a broody hen I was tempted to put some eggs under because she's sitting out there trying to sit on eggs. but every day I take them out and she tries to kill me. Um, and if you put them under, they're very excellent mothers, good protectors. But when they first get out of the nest, because the nest is a little bit high up, while they're getting oriented, especially if it's their first brood of chicks, the other chickens come in and try to peck at the new little things that they see. They think it's some kind of food or something. So she has to defend them. So I've had one before. I took her inside with the chick when I saw the other ones attacking. We got the chick in, and then about a week later, I put her back out with the others, and anyone would come near them. She was like a velociraptor. She would just chase off all the other hens and protect her chick, who ended up with an ego and sort of like, haha, I can do whatever I want. He was really spoiled till he got to a certain age where the mother felt like, okay, that's it, I'm done. At which point, when he started to go and steal food from the other hens, they pecked him really good. So he learned pretty quick where his place was, that he wasn't Mr. Prince. And of course, eventually he moved on because we can't keep roosters here. Anyway, that's the brooder for today. Hopefully we'll have more hatch today or tomorrow. And then next Monday, there'll be more, and I'll try to post it if we can still post on Teams, just so you can see it. Take care. Bye.